Test. Okay. Okay, there we go. Turn the music down. Sweet, yeah, lifting you up. That's awesome. There I am. How's everybody doing? I got my hair cut and give me a clip. I think it looks a little less unruly. Oh, you're not on yet. There you are.
Hey, y'all.
There she is, folks.
Hey. Cheers, I made my kombucha spritzer.
Nice. Nice.
Love being an occasional hairdresser. Probably some of you know this joy in life where you get to give, 2 to 4 haircuts per year, maybe. I do a lot of my own haircuts, of course.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey.
I think I saw Amanda here, Carla here, Lindsay's here.
I think it's more fun, though, when you can do somebody else's hair.
Jackie's here, Shelly's here.
It also means they trust you.
No.
Do you want me to stop talking about this?
No. No, I don't want you to stop talking
All
about
right. Well, the thing is, you can't, actually, it's quite striking in the bandana. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Because the cut, I only saw the cut last night.
Yeah,
the
thank you.
background is awesome, Thomas.
Is that fire?
Really nice.
Is that fire?
And we're still in burn week, Tom, lest I remind you.
I...
Carla, that is dope. Oh, yeah, I love that, Jordan.
Nice.
Just the infrequent hair. Make it count. Make it count, Make your haircut. I do that kind of, I ended up, it's one of the many ways that I became my mom. I have no idea. It's like I never get a professional haircut. I just am kind of trimming on it. And that's what my mom has done for, 65 years, I guess. But I do enjoy doing other people's hair. I like, it's the angles. Sometimes now with the bandana, you've got like full-on hat angles. This is a fez. This reminds me, speaking of burns, remember when your original style was a kind of a Persian desert.
That's right.
Yeah, wanderer, kind of wandering dancer, and the desert dancer, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that style. Maybe, revive that.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of those clothes because somebody had told me, this was a long time ago when I went to Burning Man. It was Jasmine Patton.
Oh, a wonderful, wonderful human being.
And I was like, telling her, I was like, I don't get, like, I feel very inept at coming up with costumes. Costumes on the playa, outfits on the playa are not like costumes at Halloween.
Yeah.
A lot of first-time burners make that mistake, and they show up as some kind of disco guy or
there's
wolf
more to
or, something like that. It's and I've described it before on the stream. Not that you should go back and watch, but it's more, I think the way I would say burner style sort of is you take a couple of different genres and you push them together. Mm-hmm. So you have like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe, but you can have like space cowgirl,
Meets.
Space
Cowgirl is an example of one of those mashups. You're right.
Yeah. And so anyway, she told me the advice she gave me. She said, just think about like, how would you like to express your inner self? Mm-hmm. And so at that time I was, it's going to sound kind of weird, but like I was really into hooping. I think I had, I don't know if I had launched the HoopPath by then.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I want to be a holy person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look like someone who has dedicated their life to spirituality.
Yeah.
Which is sort of funny for me that I would, based on how I am now, but that's what I did.
Think so I think you're spiritual even despite yourself.
Well, I started thinking like, okay, holy desert, holy men in the desert, and somehow I came upon Islam, and so I looked up Muslim clothing.
Yeah.
And so I bought all that stuff was from this Muslim clothing shop.
Beautiful clothing.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
It was a little heavy to wear out there, but I wore the pants a lot. I think that's what you're talking about.
It was natural fibers.
Oh, I know. And then I bought
linen and cotton.
And then I went Asian like years later, And
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were some. You had some the sleeveless ones that had a kind
Yeah.
of cloth, the
you know,
cloth buttons.
I found a Chinese website through eBay
Yes. I
that
remember
made those
gosh,
clothes
incredible
custom.
stuff.
So you
Yes.
sent your measurements in, and all that stuff was made custom, and it was like $20 a shirt.
And in a lot of places in Asia and probably other places too, it's just a lot more common to have clothes tailored. And so you can get these fits that, oh, nice. Excellent, Bebop Bunny. Way to go. But just one more thing about the Burning Man, since we've been talking about Burning Man a little bit, and I've been trying to explain it to my nephew as well, what makes it a little bit distinct from Halloween costumes is kind of the intent of the costume, of the adornment, because really at Burning Man, it's a lot more about archetypes.
Yeah.
Not so much about entertainment or being funny. You know, there's a level of like humor and kind of exaggeration to Halloween costumes that's a whole lot of fun, and
Yeah.
and it is also just so much more related to the celebration of the Day of the Dead, whereas the burn and the archetype, yeah, it's a lot more of like the superhero and the Maidan, and all of those seem to hang together for me.
Yeah. Totally. Totally. I mean, like yeah.
Go on, Bob.
Well, I mean, we are just built as humans, like it or not, to have some sort of aspirational persona inside of us. And it doesn't matter like what your spiritual views are, like whether you believe in a god or gods or
Right.
no god or whatever. We're just built. I mean, that's what archetypes are about. Is we have these images that have been. I've never seen a live samurai warrior.
Right,
Ever.
exactly.
But when I think of the word samurai warrior, for me, the way I grew up, there's a feeling there. It's the same thing with Jedi.
Yeah,
Like a lot
exactly.
of people like think that archetypes have to the archetype really just sort of points you towards a spirit, a context of thinking. And so like we hear the word Jedi, and especially those of us who have watched Star Wars, and and even without Steven Spielberg, like it was almost like he put a name on something that lives in us in some capacity, already. And
Yeah.
like the Christian phrase, "What would Jesus do?" That is like saying, "What if you stepped into the persona of Jesus?"
Yeah.
Right? What would the Buddha do? It's like, what would you do if you, and so it's like, that sentence would make no sense if we couldn't step into persona, if we didn't have that like ability. Our minds were just with all the stories and
And it's the power
the
of
memes
myth.
that have been passed on through generations.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I was just going to also chime in and say that, I think a lot about our conversations about Joseph Campbell and the power of myth, and the power of myth is the power of story. It's not just a character, it's putting its events going together. It's like the Maidan weren't just characters, things happened. And things happened, and it shaped them. It showed them who they were.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it revealed who they were.
I mean, the little engine that could is a persona story.
Absolutely.
You're pretending to be the little engine.
And that's so
Right?
universally beloved.
Like it wouldn't really resonate if we were just like, wow, trains really should talk to themselves more and give themselves good mantras. You
And
know what I
as
mean?
you're
We become
saying
the
that,
little train.
I think about the fact that is one of the stories that made me feel a lot of emotion as a kid early on. Like I was hearing that story at 3 and 4, and I had this intense feeling of like, they've got to make it, that and connecting with these different emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And God, yeah, just think of Uncle Joe, Grandpa Joe.
All right, we're running a little bit late on time here. Sorry, I had a little late start. I apologize for that.
We're partying, Tom.
We are going to do a lot of hooping today, so we will make up for this. We'll try to get our 50
Getting
to
our hoop
55
on.
minutes in. We might have to go over. If you have to bail, I understand.
It's our Tuesday night.
This is our Tuesday
I feel
night.
so lucky that I just lucked out, and I was just like, it's never gonna happen. But let me just wish that like all my classes are like not on Tuesday. 3 classes every week, none of them on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, we're all grateful. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you,
I miss you when you're not here.
Tommy. Thanks.
Teaching, yeah.
I miss not being here.
All right, let's sway up. Bebop, if you haven't been in a class before, I'm not sure. The sway is just our warm up. We actually do sort of sway or stretch or whatever. You can start hooping, you can do whatever. But this is just free warm up time, and then we'll get into the class. And yeah, so this is a sway track that Eartha ended up turning into a real track, but she made it initially for me for a sway, which was cool.
Yay.
So, oop. Yeah, counter mainstream. Yep, same. I used to say in workshops, especially if I sensed that there were some shy movement people, or if I felt like myself or anybody else couldn't really get out of their head, I would say to people, like, you can't, it's hard, if not impossible, to think yourself into your body. It's like they're feel like two separate circuits. I do think you can connect your body and mind for sure, and I think that's what the flow state is, and maybe that's how we'll feel at the end of the class. But to really get into your body, I really recommend doing body things that don't really require thinking. You can add your thinking to the movement as like an echo, and that can begin to connect the two. So what I mean by that is like a breathing exercise. That's a body action. And it doesn't have to be thought about or interpreted or instigated. Sway or moving the body, that's a body thing. Part of being in a flow state for me is when I'm not thinking. I'm just letting my body move, and I might be providing minimal guidance, but it feels like it's just coming out of me. Audible breath in. Hearing is a body action. like hearing. You can't tell your mind to stop hearing. You can try to tell it to stop listening to itself, but if you can hear, you will hear. And so one thing that can help me get into my body or get into moment is just opening my ears, just letting the music that I'm listening to make its way in. All right. That one went by kind of quick, but it was a long Sway song.
Agreed. Yeah, that was deep. I had a really powerful dance on Sunday. For
Ecstatic
anybody
dance.
this was Sunday Ecstatic Dance here in Durham, the Living Arts Collective, and for anybody who, just want to throw this out there, for anybody who, like me, just really, 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 really strongly prefers to dance alone, it's okay. You know, I think for a long time there was a voice going like, why can't I dance with people? Why can't I let my guard down? And, you know, kind of another level of shaming. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe that's not the kind of dance I need. Maybe that's not the kind of dance I need right now. And I feel like now at this point that my spirit has become more and more nurtured through just focusing on my own divine dance, that just feels really important to share.
Yeah.
And you might feel similarly, Tom, although I think you like dancing with people more than I do at this point.
Not really.
I was going to say I thought we'd swap places a little bit.
Well, yeah, I did it because, yeah.
You felt like you had to?
Because I was dating somebody that did it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes, Lindsay. I'm glad that you're.
I was a rave kid,
been
and
able to stay with
so
that.
dancing with people, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a non-touching thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if that still holds true for most electronic music. I think it does, but
I think
did
there's
not.
a strong consent culture, yeah.
Well, I mean, you just don't really see that. Oh, sweet. I'm glad you like this way. I did too. But yeah, so like I would dance and mirror with people and kind of have dance offs and stuff like that. And it was like always so flattering when the person dancing across from me was somebody that I thought was awesome, you know? Man, I danced with Christine Geiger this way
Oh, love her.
once. And
New York.
it was
New York.
amazing.
New York posse.
Yeah, she is such a good dancer. It's
Hell
crazy.
yeah, she is. She's so talented in so many ways.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Love ecstatic dance in whatever form you want to do it in. The whole point is that you can just do whatever you want.
All right.
Love that.
Let's play some music here.
Rock on skis.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you feel like a first exercise should be?
We're picking up a hoop.
What? Yeah, we're picking up a hoop. Let's go.
Well, do you want to
start
talk about that idea of challenge?
Yeah, I think maybe we should try that one.
Try it on for size.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. EDM. Yeah, I do like. It's interesting. I used to kind of wish that there was more like familiar music and sing-along music in ecstatic dance.
Yeah.
And now I feel just as happy if there's like a, you know, absolutely instrumental playlist, or
Gotcha.
Music that's in another language, or excuse me, like singing in another language.
Totally.
Love
All
that now.
Well, I'm gonna play. We're gonna do a free flow song. It's gonna be for me. It's gonna be kind of warm up off body, and we'll see where this goes. And I was digging that warm up music that we had playing for our first 10 minutes, and I'm wondering if we should do some of that.
Well, Thomas, I was gonna say, if you want, like, what were you playing like 10 minutes before
That stuff.
class started?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I
all right.
thought
All
I
right.
had said to you that we should do like a challenge song to
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Because
Gotcha.
it's a little bit weird.
All right,
Because
well, I'm
Bax
gonna
and I were talking earlier about,
All right.
songs
Let me
being
play some
random.
music. I want to. It's already 7:30. We haven't done a
Zip, zap,
exercise yet.
zap. Zap on it. Hoop on it.
Why am I not hearing? Oh, okay. I think this song just starts with a.
With a bang and a bop. Is it turned down?
Wait.
I feel like I hear a
I got
faint.
it. I got it.
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to be helpful.
I know. But I can't hear the song over. Sorry. I just couldn't hear if the song was coming on because you were speaking. I love getting a new hoop. Actually, we should throw a little. Getting new hoops rocks.
Did you get a new hoop?
No, but Bebop did.
But what?
Bebop did. One of the viewers.
Cool. Actually, that's very cool.
Yeah, I love the feeling.
God, here's something to think about. If anybody's in a rut, if you change your hoop size even a little bit, it can be so invigorating. Or this type of tubing. Because I remember, Tom, when you shifted a couple of different times, you had a big changeover experience to a new kind of tubing from what you had been using. And maybe you can share with people, because I feel like you have more diverse experience. You've used different kinds of tubing.
That's cool.
I've really stuck with Polypro since I graduated from Big Hoop.
I'm going to keep my breath with me through this song. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm getting inside.
I like to think about when we used to do a kind of a quarter thing where we would be thinking about each footprint and each sort of handprint. And it was a two-bird, two-tree thing, but it was more specifically about the hands and feet. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Thinking about that, kind of closing my eyes and thinking about that. I like kind of slowly swaying to the rhythm of the song.
I love that part. Those keys.
Slow build. Love the slow build.
Uh-oh.
still trying to think in quadrants.
Oh, right.
Didn't you used to have whole classes about quadrants, I feel.
Yeah.
Do you still think about that when you hoop? Or have you shifted away from the...
I kind of shifted away from it, but that was more of a teaching thing.
Do you ever miss the studio up at Balance Movement?
All the time. Yeah.
Oh.
That was one of my favorite hoop spaces of all time.
You made such cool hoop videos there. And I just got an idea, Tom. This is something we could do together. You should do like a hoop video retrospective with like a few seconds from each video over the...
Oh, you mean from one of my old videos?
Like start with the tool video, like 10, 15 seconds from the tool video, then 10, 15 seconds of like, you know, Goody Mob, you know, then 10, 15 seconds of like Lossil or whatever, some of those videos that you did. Well, I just thought of it because of those videos at Balance Movement.
Yeah.
You have so many incredible videos over like a 4-year period.
Yeah, we did a class once when I was struggling to come up with ideas towards the beginning where we worked on only the moves that I did in one of my videos.
That's a great idea.
Else to do.
Oh, also, another thing, this is going to be a treasure trove. I'm already excited about it.
Okay.
Videos at frickin' O2 when it was...
Oh, right.
What was it? Carbureau Gym? What was it?
Yeah.
Carbureau
All right.
Fitness. Carbureau Fitness.
All right. So we're going to put this music on. And I think I do want to do a core thing because Ann brought up the quadrants. And so if anybody's watching or sees this on replay, we can do very quickly. We can talk about. There we go.
Ooh. Nicely done. I haven't seen that graphic.
There we
go.
go.
Oh gosh, right. You had done this back at the other house.
Yeah. Okay. So let's put
cool.
some music on, and we'll talk core, and we'll talk quadrants.
Nice. Love it.
Oh.
This is actually another layer on top of I was thinking of the quadrant of the hands and feet, but then you can kind of fit each quadrant on. You can fit this on top of that. Or you can do both together or separately, I guess is what I'm saying also.
All right, let's go quadrants here.
Oh, let me add some light. Ooh, nice.
This is a lot harder than it looks. Okay,
Staying in the middle. Yeah.
So here are the quadrants that Ann is talking about. Well, okay, these are not the ones she was talking about.
But
these
this is a similar, it's
right.
a similar framing.
There we go. Okay. So forget the picture in the background. Let's just focus on the white thing. So in HoopPath, your day side is in HoopPath, your day side is your front, and your night side is your back. Let's see. I'm gonna kill the chat box just for a second so everybody can see exactly what I'm talking about.
So you can really get in. Yeah.
All right.
I agree. That'll give it a nice. Yeah. There you go.
Wait here. Okay. Okay. So.
It matches with the sunset in a weird way.
Yeah. I can't quite get in the middle because I'm too close to the wall here.
Perfect.
Okay. So. So everything that's in front of me is day, and everything behind me is night. And we imagine in this quadrant that the sun rises at 6 a.m. and it sets at 6 p.m. And so based on this, you would have you'd have a 12 o'clock here on the front and a 12 o'clock behind you, a 6 o'clock one side and a 6 o'clock on the other side. So like when you first start hooping, what most hoopers do is when they find success, is they push back and forth between their two 12s. So this would be like me pushing back and forth between my two 12s. And then like on the second day, or if they're, if they catch on pretty quick, then you can talk to your students about pushing between the 6s. And then this would be day side push, where I'm just basically like I'm on my center line and I'm just pushing. Boom. And then you probably can't see a difference, but this would be night side push. Like I'm trying to push with the back of my torso. And what I think is really cool is if you play with that, if you play with, pushing forward or pushing back, you'll feel, or if you send your awareness to your feet, you'll feel your feet compensate. Like I lean back when I'm pushing with my back, right? I'm trying to like put as much push just going straight back. I feel my weight shift to my heels, and when I push forward, I feel it shift to the, they call it palms of the feet, I guess. And then I can try to connect all the quadrants and, create a swirl type motion. And if you think about it, in a swirl, you're basically sending like a ripple of push that is, ideally trying to hit every quadrant.
I'm feeling like a deeper level of connection.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm getting into some kind of inner muscles for me, the centering aspect, like the circle and the quadrants help me to find like a true center. And then sometimes the more that I can be in the center and move that center, I can like engage more of the muscles closer to my spine, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That is a really cool feeling. And that's also in my back. Like a lot of people have problems with their upper back or lower back. For me, it was always my middle back.
You can try, once you sort of get a handle of this quadrant thing, you can also try pushing diagonally. So I'm pushing that way and this way.
Like an X.
Yeah. And then I can switch that.
Putting an X in the middle of the cross or the T. And that kind of leads you into all the edges of your rotation around. Boop. Makes it bigger.
And then this is a warm-up exercise that we've done a lot in here, but with this particular grid, you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm like keeping my feet straight and then twisting to the side, and I can try to get as much twist as I can that feels good while keeping the hoop up.
Do you want to know what's crazy?
I do.
How much I still love waist hooping.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite way to hoop.
It never gets old.
Well, let's add a little bit of hands to this, and quadrants can really, help you with creating more hand movement. If your hands feel stuck, if they feel like they don't want to do anything, you just make them do something. So I'm gonna. And if I wanted to push back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change directions.
Okay. And actually, Bags is staying static. I'm turning inside that quadrant. I'm on the quadrant, but I'm just turning. I'm kind of like pretending there's a quadrant here in my little center of the rug decoration. Right. So you can do that too. If you can tape, if you're outside your garage or something, you can tape something onto the floor to follow.
Yeah, totally.
It really makes a difference, I find, when you get that, because when you calibrate with that kind of evenness, when you get that kind of even distribution all through, that's what really can transform your hooping overall. And I'm going to try to show y'all by staying in the middle, staying in one spot while turning. So it's like I'm still in the quadrant, but I'm turning and I'm increasing space in that way. And I'm reaching into that X that Bax was talking about. It's like the T and the X, one on top of the other. But it's with the common center. Yeah, and reaching the arms out can help you find all that space.
Remember how we've talked about like the chopstick or stirring the pot method? This angle will show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about. If I've always lost you guys on what is he talking about, right now you can see that my hoop is traveling this way, right? This is if I stir my two sticks in the same direction, right? And at first it'll be forced, right? But eventually you'll probably make that sort of invisible thread connection between how you're moving your hands, or the movement of your hands, and the hoop's momentum.
And you can move them in the same direction and move like 1/2 a step off. Like
Right.
You can move them together, or you can move them 1, 2, 3, you know, kind of like taffy machine.
And then this would be an example, like, again, I'm going to go back to holding my two drumsticks, chopsticks, spoons, whatever. And now I'm going to roll them anti-spin, right? You see how my hoop is going this way, but my hands are going this way.
That's like a lovely brain teaser.
Yeah.
Go back and forth with that. Changing currents, against the current, with the current, against the current, with the current. And that is also the kind of thing where as you're drilling it, it's not going to be an exciting performance piece. But then when you do it a whole bunch of times over a whole bunch of days and weeks, and then you get this level of subtlety that you can use in performance and teaching, you know.
You know, this wax on, wax off thing, like where I'm going anti-spin with one hand, with the hoop with the other hand.
And just dancing. You know, we're always kind of going at it with an idea of this can expand your dance. Expand your meditation, but expand your dancing meditation. Which is all about just increasing the real estate. And your options, your choices. And then there's also just like stepping, you know, instead of just turning in the one circle, you know, you can kind of step in and out, side to side as you're turning. I like to kind of add that dynamic. Nice.
Oh wait, I've got two
Showing
of
the
them on.
dynamic flow. So I'm really heavily going from side to side as I turn. That can have a really nice self-organizing feeling. Making the steps bigger, but still crossing that common center.
Okay, here we go. So this is an overlay with direction added to it. My hoop is traveling to my right now. It's going clockwise around me. Oh, these are actually backwards. Yeah.
What's backwards? Oh, the
I've got the wrong
arrows?
one. I have the wrong one up.
Well, they're just going.
There
You want to go the opposite current?
Yeah. Wait, no.
Countercurrent.
All right, wait. a minute. I'm
Counterclockwise.
going-
You could do either.
These are just
Will.
labeled. No, I have these labeled wrong.
Well, dab.
Oh, I see. The sun is.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got these labeled wrong because.
I don't think so. No.
No.
It's midnight. It's night. No, you
Yeah.
don't. You don't. You
Okay.
have it labeled right. Tom Joseph.
I think it's just because it's backwards to me on the screen.
Oh yeah, I can see it for the way it's presenting. You're exactly right. You're right on.
So you have an AM and a PM side. This is my AM side. Yeah, it's just backwards to me, so it just threw me off a little bit. But this is my AM side, and what that means is that the point of contact is hitting this side of my body first. It's coming on to my day side. So the sunrise point, 6 a.m. in this case, is right here on the side of me.
And your body is the earth. You're letting the sun.
And then if I
you're feeling your own rotation through the position of the sun.
If I reverse that,
Yes.
yeah.
But you still have a night side.
Then my 6 a.m. is now over here.
Uh-huh.
But my
I
day
love
side
to-
will always be the front, and my night side will always be the back.
I love to envision, I like to use the yin-yang symbol.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like no matter which way it's flowing, it's going to be, you can superimpose those on top of each other. And then it's going to be, both currents. Still got the night and the day.
I'm going to reverse.
It's now opposite which one's first, where's your first tree, where's your second tree. Oh, Tom, I heard a Tracy Thorn. I heard one of your Tracy Thorn favorites at the coffee shop
Oh, nice.
the other day.
All right, let's come up to the shoulders if you can.
Protection. I heard it was protection.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, in shoulder hooping, the quads can really, really help you. Because a lot of times what happens, especially if you're new to shoulders, one or two of your quads are not moving, and you're throwing the hoop with one of the quads, or maybe you're catching with only one of the quads. And so this quad stuff can really help you in shoulders, and I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about. Again, we can try that like push from the chest kind of thing. This is day side push. This is night side push. And it might not look any different to y'all, but it feels different. And then where you can really, and this is kind of advanced, but where you can really help your shoulder hooping is to isolate one quad and try to push mostly
You mean
with...
pec?
Yeah, it could be, either one of your front two pecs or your back shoulder blades or whatever. But you try to push from just one quad. Like I'm going to try to push from 6 a.m.
Oh, got it. Oh, I thought you were talking about your quad muscle.
No, I'm talking your
got
quadrants.
it, the quadrant.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm
Okay,
using
I'm
using
sorry.
the slang.
I got thrown
I'm using
off.
HoopPath slang
Got
now.
it, Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm catching up. I caught
Hip up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Catching up. Actually, I've got to get more. I'm so dehydrated. I've got to get another spritzer. I'll be right back, though.
Now, this may not be obvious to y'all, but like the other thing that can help your shoulder hooping, we talk about mountain, but swinging your arms. You see how, let's see, you can't really. So I'm swinging my arms kind of front and back. I'm not trying to force it, just letting my hands kind of dip back into those quadrants. I'll turn the music up a little bit. This is me trying to push only, let's see, only at night. I can lean into a quadrant, right? Like this is me leaning back. This is me doing that twisty thing. Trying to keep my feet straight, but twisting over to here. That's AM side.
If I may say so, you can also try the twisting while you're turning. You can do the twisting static or stationary or while turning, and you can feel the difference in each.
Okay. All right. Just in case anybody needs a water break.
Oh, yeah, I
like
really
Ann
needed
did.
that. I've been drinking coffee for 2.5 days, so I'm having to pay the price.
All right. Let's talk about. I think using this quadrant talk might be a good way to talk about cheating the hoop up, which is very difficult to do, but it's super satisfying when you do finally pull it off. This whole overlay thing has made me think about what other overlays I have. So where's the sweet?
Oh, good one.
Sweet.
Wow, nice.
You're about worn out? All right, maybe
yeah.
we should take
Core
another-
hooping's tiring, y'all. No doubt.
Yeah, let's see. What was...
Mm.
Okay.
Tom, that reminds me of the mountain image as well, that spiraling up.
That is the
And
most
that-
southern you've ever sounded on. You were
What?
just like, Tom, that reminds me of the mountain.
What? I didn't. No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I've been watching too much hee-haw.
The funny
Picking and a
thing
grinning.
about North Carolinians is, especially in the city areas, you grow up trying to hide your accent.
And it don't work.
No, it does. I think it does work. I think you can slowly work your way out. But the problem is that it always lives
No,
there.
it does. That's what I'm saying.
And it just
You
takes a
think
little
you're
bit of
working it out, it
alcohol
doesn't
in
go
your
away.
family, and you will sound southern as hell.
I don't know if I ever told you this about my dad, but he went to West Point and he got A pluses in absolutely everything except for his command voice because of his redneck Eastern North Carolina accent that he could not get rid of entirely. And he suffered. Both of my parents had a lot of accent shame. My mom still has it. And I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
your accent is beautiful.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Let's all right, I want to stay focused here. All right, we're going to talk about chi and the hoop up when we bring the music back.
I'm going to dance around and kind of calm down so I don't get too tired, but then I'll cheat with you. After you. Talk about it.
Okay, so this is a little large, the overlay right now in my old setup. This was about right. But if I want to chi the hoop up, and that means to bring it up, generally without turning, but whatever. It just means you're
Nice
bringing
one.
the hoop up without using your arms or any other trick. And you can definitely turn, and that really helps
Yeah, it's harder to do that with
to
the,
chi the hoop up.
you should the harder way.
But the reason I have this graphic on the screen is that if you think about the path of contact and less about the hoop, it can really help you. And so like if you see this image I've got on the screen and you see that it's going around something, a lot of times when beginners are trying to learn to chi the hoop up,
Yeah.
they're only pushing from one side of the body.
The front usually.
And if you think about the spiral nature of this, then it would make sense that you would kind of roll your rib cage under the hoop to try and get under it to try and create that lift.
Yeah, it's this kind of, it is this 360, but also this kind of more 3D, you know, with the spiral going up. It's all the way around, but it's also going up and down. It's very dynamic.
And then I feel the
Very
same
dynamic.
thing when I send it back down.
Don't lose your accent, Jim. Don't lose it.
Nah.
I'm just turning because I like to. I tired myself out.
Well, are we too tired? Should I?
No, I'm doing it. I'm just saying it's kind of more tiring in a way to do it standing still. That's why I'm turning. It's a one of those weird hoop things where the thing that would seem to take more energy actually doesn't, because I've been doing the turn for so long. Boop, bop. This is, I like it. I appreciate the burn vibe, Tim.
Yeah. We're mixing up with the music today.
Yeah, I need a burn. I
Yeah,
think.
these guys just played The Fruit last weekend, and now
Ooh,
after
we
listening to them, I
missed
kind of
it.
wish I had gone. But
Zap.
yeah, that's why I have them pulled up, because I was
Let's
like, who
put
are
an
they?
alert. Can we put an alert for the next time they come?
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to jam out to this live. Trying to go back to that center that I felt earlier.
I've had luck teaching chi into the hoop with some people to use your arms, like keep them going in the same direction.
Yeah.
I really like moving my center of gravity through the quadrants.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see it, but
Oh, like all the way around the circle, yes.
yeah.
Actually show us from the aerial, because I think that would be helpful to people. Because that is another exercise that we used to do that was really a good isolation of effort. Yeah. It's hard. It's a lot harder than it looks, y'all. Don't knock it till you try.
No, it's hard. I'm not saying it looks
hell.
cool. I'm not saying it looks cool.
No, but wait, are you doing anti-spin? That was an anti-spin. Wait, okay.
Yeah, I could. This is anti-spin.
Right. Okay, and then what's regular? Nice. Nice price. Ooh. I'm gonna try. Ooh, I gotta stand still. I think
It's easier with the big hoop for sure. Oh, the emote wall works.
I'm not doing well with it. I'm doing it very barely. Ooh. Oh, yeah. And that's kind of almost painful for me to do the level that you're doing of going around with this one.
What you can actually just think about. You know, it's hard to maintain it that way, but.
Oh, actually, you know what? If I bend the knees, that can help getting around, making the knees. I'm really trying to get the kind of width and breadth that you were. This is a funny one. It's like a
I tweaked the camera. I think this might be a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to go side to side for a minute. I need to find a rhythm.
That's actually worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to do. This is a shortcut for y'all if you're having a lot of trouble with the 360. Try just a side to side and, yeah, keep pumping kind of with the knees a little bit. And then, actually, I think pumping the knees can help you with the chi, with the stationary chi, which is harder. Yeah. Awesome. Oh my God, I'm glad you got a good workout.
Yeah, it is.
Core hooping.
Yeah, that was, we worked out today.
Ain't nothing like core hooping.
Yeah, but you know what? It works.
It makes it.
It works. I have to remind myself constantly. I'm like everybody else. You can so forget. You know, it can seem like a million miles away from you and getting into your hoop, but then when you do, you're like, oh yeah, this is why I do this.
For real. This is why I dedicated my life to this.
Yeah. I can legitimately change my mood after 40 or 50 minutes, maybe quicker. Okay, so I think everybody's whooped.
Woo!
So let's.
But in a good way.
Yeah, that was called
in a good way.
Sultan and Shepherd.
Was that the artist? That was the name of the song or the artist?
Sultan and Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so they came to the fruit.
Yeah, they came to the fruit. And,
Sultan and Shepherd. We'll have to look for them.
All right, let's play a nice song that you can kind of
flow out.
Yeah, sweet, absolutely.
Amen.
You know, and you know, I was talking before. You know, like connecting the mind and body. You know. Yeah, you know, it's a confusing thing that Ram Dass says, but you know, we sometimes to understand the one, we have to understand the two. And he talks about going from 1 to 2 to 1, you know, kind of thing. That's kind of how I feel about the mind and body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and I think the flow state is like an example of, you know, going from 2 to 1, you know. Okay, let's play just a nice song to sort of hoop any way we want to. We'll call this our, yeah, we'll try this one. I don't remember how this song goes, but I think
I'm going to get my smaller.
Yeah, so this will be kind of a free hoopy song. Thanks for joining us, y'all. We will have a Wake and Flow this Saturday. I don't know if Ann will be here for it, but I will.
I'll be here, and that'll be before I'll be absent then for the next two classes because I'll be out of town. So it'll be fun to be Wake and Flow.
All right, we'll do a Wake and Flow then.
Yeah. And I like doing the earlier time. I'm glad we're back to the noon. Because it makes me feel like my Saturday is more starts earlier. Yeah.
Sure, I get it.
Yep. Hey, Amy. So glad.
Nice, Amy. Sweet. If you have to bounce, I know it's just after 8. Thank you guys for watching.
Ooh.
I feel like hooping to this song, so I'm going to keep hooping, but...
This is a nice one, Tom.
Yeah, nice chill song.
Oops. Flipped it like a pancake. Backwards. Yeah, this is such a great track.
You know, we did a class on isolations not that long ago.
We did.
And it has really stuck with me. It like sort of reinvigorated my reawoken. I was never huge into isolations, but I liked them.
Isolations.
Never that good at them.
They're just such a unique part of the whole movement.
They're very zen.
Vocabulary, exactly. They're centering. It's like balancing. It's a lot like balancing.
Yeah, totally.
It's isolation, that kind of isolation of the hoop.
It's hand-eye coordination, you know.
And I learned so much from Pokey, our friend, this crazy juggler. Like jugglers, I have so much respect for jugglers. There's so much to learn.
You're getting compliments on your outfit.
Oh, thank you. Thrift. I've been thrifting. I've been lucky enough to be volunteering at a thrift shop. Oh. But I love blue as well. Pink and blue together. We can do an isolations thing again soon, Tommy. Oops.
Uh-oh.
This is an example of a technique where you really need to be stretched out. It's like this one doesn't work the same way when you can't kind of curve back, bend backwards. Yeah. A word to the wise.
Okay, thank you, Ann. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Bex. Thank you, gang.
I will see you Saturday.
I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, we'll both be here Saturday,
I'll
12
see you
o'clock
Saturday,
noon
yeah.
for Wake and Flow. Thank you, guys.
Mwah.